Hello. uh, hmm. Yeah, that thing can break and close above like the downtrend. Like between 310. $3.10. 310. Hey guys, good morning. Let me get some music. Then I can say hello. Said, good morning. Jay, good morning. Luna, Ayo. Bondi, good morning. Onions, good morning. Eric, good morning. Jericho, green. Good morning. Tesh, good morning. Devin, good morning. Daddy Day Trades, good morning. Greg, good morning. Jenna, good morning. Jay, wait, what did Troy do? Willie, good morning. Virus and Thrust. Troy, why did you wake up so early? A new hat? What are the odds? Well, why was I listening to Rihanna, guys? Why? Why? Hmm. Anyways, when the weather gets cold, people start doing suspicious things. You know, suspicious things. Okay, there we go. Nikolai, good morning. Willie, good morning. JP, good morning. TK, good morning. Archer, good morning. In the yes, Archer, the great states. Good morning, Raven. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday, yeah. So AMOD. Uh, choo, 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 choo. Uh, uh, downtrend. Let's see. Let's see. Two. I kind of like how it's bouncing off that 310 AMOD. AM. Sunny, good morning. Max, good morning. Thomas, good morning. Sunny, good morning. Coffee in hand. Let the chaos begin. Yes, please. Look at look at Palantir, guys. My goodness. Congratulations to everybody that's holding Palantir. I know the options channel was lit last night because a whole bunch of you guys were holding Palantir calls, and Virus has been spamming these Palantir calls for the last month now. Right? $80 Palantir call, $60 Palantir call, $70 Palantir calls. So Virus and a whole bunch of you guys are going to be very happy this morning. So congratulations, everybody. Um, the year was what year was this? It's 2 years ago, wasn't it? Do you guys remember when Palantir was at $7? And we posted in Discord saying Palantir was one of our favorite long-term plays. Well, here it is at $104. Ayo, Robs. Ayo. Ayo. 104, guys. My goodness. Again, congratulations. Rob is holding Palantir as well. So everybody's ready to sell at the open. Everybody. Sell at the open. Well, the people that are holding options, right? If you're holding shares, honestly, when it's above $100 like this, it just kind of like gives you, freedom of whatever you want to do, right? You can just sit back and say, "Ooh, baby," right? I can do whatever the hell I want. Exactly, right? Like Raven isn't holding, Raven has shares, right? So that's a bit of a different story. It's when you're holding those options that expires soon and you're up like, 1,000,000% already. You maybe want to get rid of it. AMD is up this morning 1%. They also report earnings tonight. So these guys better be cooking. Otherwise, we're going to fight them. Fight them. So the S&P had a really good run last night because Canada finally, said, you know what, yeah, And this is what we kept trying to tell you guys yesterday, right? Like Trump, it's not what it seems, right? He's not going for tariffs to go for tariffs. He's looking for other things, right? So um, yeah. He's looking for other things, and he got exactly what he wanted. The question now, the reason why the markets came back down is because of China, right? China imposed a 10%, 10, 15% tariff on the US. So China was always going to be the hardest one, right? Like Canada, Mexico, kind of like the US doesn't care too much for these companies, for the I call them companies, for these countries. They can live without these two countries, right? Um, whereas like these two countries depend on the US for a lot of things, right? China could care, like China cares less, so of course they're fighting back, right? So that's going to be the that's your reason for the market coming back down, right? So again, AMOD, like we mentioned earlier, that support at 310 was nice, and it is bouncing off that 310. Now we need to break above the downtrend and stay above the downtrend line, and then go back up and break the VWAP. So that's going to be the level there. Alrighty, so that looks good for now. VLCN also needs to break out. Your next support for this thing is $5.50 ish, 550, 540. Alrighty, let's go, Raven. Monies. AZTR bounce off that support we talked about earlier, right? So I haven't looked at this one, but again, this is the support we talked about earlier, and it bounced. AZTR. So that looks good for now. Alrighty. EVAX is still holding the same bottom as well that we talked about earlier at 380. And then we have QNTM also holding the 200 EMA at 520. The whole bunch of stocks just bouncing off support this morning, a whole bunch. So it's one of those things, where like we're just gonna have to let the chaos, continue, and then we make a decision after the market opens. Let the chaos continue. Let the chaos continue. Hello, Paul. Hello. So yeah, let's see what this thing does. Okay, yeah, it's gonna need to break out there though if it wants to go. Okay, let me look at some of these other names here. Yeah, VLCN should be able to pop maybe at the open here, right? Bit of a off the 50 there maybe. And the only concern is, when we are approaching the open with 6 minutes to go, that's always a bit of a red flag because you never really know if these stocks are actually going to bounce at the open, right? So that's the problem, VLCN. But so that thing's going to need to find a way to hold above that level. And AMOD is failing in that supply zone and the VWAP. So it needs to break above that VWAP at 335 if it wants to go. The S&P, honestly, like it's flat. I don't know what we're going to do today, but we shall see. Anyways, Dan, good morning. 3 years as a HUD trades criminal is what you are. And Blaze roller coaster. Love you too, Dan. Let's go. Let's go. To 3 more years, Dan. To many more years. Into the open, man. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. IVVD with a bit of a pop. Yeah, has another day. Yeah, it's looking good now. It's looking good now. There are quite a few names actually that I don't mind. Don't mind. So again, it looks like VLCN is holding that support that we just talked about, right? Question now is, can it stay above it? Question, can it stay above it? AMOD still just sitting there, isn't it? Yup. So it really needs to break above that resistance if it wants to cook. AZTR, same, right? Same range, same levels. Resistance at 55 cents. I'm going to drop another line up there for AZTR actually. Again, we have 4 minutes to go. Let's see. Ahmad was saying how welcome back low, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let me know if you need the link. It should be okay though. Should be okay. VLCN, AZTR. Palantir. Whoa. Okay, 1 second. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Stupid glitch. Silly glitches. That should be fixed, I think. Hmm. Okay, I think that's just my trading view glitching. I think that's just a me thing, not an everybody thing. I should be good now. La 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 la. AMD today, chaos. AMD. Okay, should be good. Should be good. Acon and AMOD line into the open. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking at way too many things into the open. Way too many. The S&P is back to green. Again, nothing too crazy. So um, hopefully China doesn't say anything else or Trump doesn't say anything else. You know, and then we can relax a bit. We can relax a little bit. EVAX, okay, yeah, EVAX is somewhere on the one of these charts. It's on the left hand side there. Some really good support at 380, and it looks like the market is about to open and it wants to pop. So, Sunny, what are you in this one at? Hopefully, you can stay above 380. Hopefully. And then Palantir looks like it's going to open around 103, right below 103. Are you guys ready to lock in your monies for the calls? You have yeah, you should be okay though, Rob. Should be okay. It should gap up so nicely though that you should be fine. You know, should be okay. Especially when it's a nice gap up like this. Yeah, it should be okay. An alert. I just got an alert. Oh, VLCN alert. Because we set that alert and it never really went through till the market opened. Anyway, so yeah, VLCN has that support right at 550. So let's see if it stays above 550. Ready? AMOD is coming back to retest again that 310 we talked about earlier in pre-market. Not earlier, not too long ago, right? So let's see if it stays above 310. Alrighty, so AMOD 310, VLCN 550. Alrighty, so looks like again, I would be careful with these things at the open, please. Please. Palantir is dropping a little bit. AMD is like, hey guys, hey guys, don't forget about me. Bring the monies over here, please. Bring the monies over here, please. See, if this was after earnings, it would be nice. You locked in 485%. Let's go, virus. Monies, let's go. Let's go. Congratulations. Yeah, no, virus has been holding these things and waiting. So he deserves to be rewarded very nicely. Very nicely. So there goes VLCN bouncing off that support, right? So that's perfect, actually. Perfect, actually. So that's holding support, right? That's one of the names we like. AMOD is also holding that 310 support we talked about, so that's also looking fine to me. That thing needs to pop though. Needs to at least go test the top of the range there, and stop doing that silly business there. Anyways, for now, VLCN is halted up, right? So VLCN is halted up $6.41. Righty. If you're holding VLCN, type in yes in the chat. So Chris made a $300 scalp and got out. Ooh wee. Well done. Well done, skis. AMOD is just playing games here, right between the supply and the demand zone, which is a bit annoying, right? And again, Palantir was always going to sell off. All of you guys, most of you guys were planning on selling at the open anyways. So what did you expect, right? Dip skis had to happen. It doesn't mean anything, though. It doesn't mean that it's all of a sudden done. No, it just had to dip. Alrighty. So while we wait for VLCN to be on a halted here, AMOD is coming back down to retest the bottom again. So I kind of don't like what it's doing unless it just wants to stay above that demand, the 200 EMA. That'll be its last hope there. Alrighty. So this is the problem with the market open, right? Is then you're playing games. You're in at 560. Are you in on the halt? Yeah, again, beautiful support though, right? So good support coming into the open. It tested it obviously at the open and then pop. So yes, Grim. Yes, Andrew. Let's go. Now again, congratulations. Rob, did you make about the same on Palantir? Same percentage ish? Same percentage? Yeah, a whole bunch of you guys were holding those Palantir calls. This is the problem with with stonks at the open is again you can see like AMOD ran all the way like from that bottom, that 310 bottom, it ran to resistance, right? To 330 and then just hit resistance and kind of got stuck there, right? And then now you have a supply zone at the top and then it slowly creeps down. So that's the problem with stuff like that when you're coming into the open is you can have good levels, but you really never know what's going to happen at the open, you know? Unless the stock is really just sitting at the bottom and consolidating, then that's a bit easier because it's at the bottom already. So in the case of like VLCN, at least you can kind of tell that, oh, you know what, this one is sitting at support and it's consolidating, right? So anything else? For AMOD, let's see if it gets back above $3, back above the 200 EMA. Alrighty. Yeah, CDIO got slapped there. Slapped. It's criminal. Should I jump into the halt after the halt? No, you're kind of too late. It most likely will gap up on that halt. But then you want to be very careful, please. Be very careful. Yeah. Alrighty, you want to be very careful. Yeah, let's see what happens when this one gets unhalted. VLCN. Ooh, Dad just posted some gains, guys. 300% on Palantir. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee, Dan. 302% on those Palantir calls. $95 Palantir calls. Dang. Big monies. Big monies. Love it. What's Palantir doing? Palantir is pushing back for the highs of the day, guys. What an absolute monster of a stock. What an absolute monster. Love it. My wife will take it, so well, at least she has money to take, though, you know. At least she has monies to take. Can you imagine if she didn't? Then you would be in trouble. Then, so that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Here we go. 399% for you, Willie. Nice. Very, very nice. Open high or slump. See that's not. So what's your stop loss at now, Luna? Do you have a stop loss? What's your stop loss at? 25 seconds for the on halt. VLCN on halt. 20 seconds. Less than that now. On halt the damn thing. On halt. Three, two, one. When on halt, guys. Give us the on halt. Um, Palantir is going for 105. That thing is an absolute monster. Did Rob sell yet? Rob, did you sell? Yeah, it's climbing. What was the pre-market high, by the way? Yeah, so one right below 105. Yeah, pre-market high. So I bet you that's what they're going for. There's Palantir. That thing is up 25%, guys. Sheesh. Like look at Palantir's performance. Like in 1 year, Palantir is up 500%. Sheesh. What an absolute beauty. Now, if you're holding Palantir as a long-term investment, share wise, you're just smiling right now. Smiling. 360%, Rob. Let's go. Monies, Rob. Monies. Love it. Uh, if we held, it would be back to 85 right now. Virus, probably. Probably. Yep. Love it. Yeah, Luna, put a stop loss, please. Right, put a stop loss on the other one. Smaller position, but you have a Palantir. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, mental stop loss. You have a mental stop loss at 560 at the same price you got in at. You're putting a stop loss, even though the stock is almost $1 higher. Your stop loss is $1 below. Luna, do better. Don't make me come find you. Don't make me come find you. I will find you. Do. Rubbish. Aim to, yeah, Trump is doing a lot of stuff. My goodness, no wonder the markets are just kind of confused. Anyway, spies going back up now, so that's good. Bitcoin is also back above 100K, so that's also good, right? So some of these stocks need to get cooking today. Get cooking. What's EVAX doing? Not a whole lot. GCTK, Grim. I know you posted that one a while ago. Yeah, I think the only thing that it's missing here is a $2 break. Yeah, it's not really breaking any brand new highs yet, so I think people are still, kind of on edge, waiting to see what actually happens. So support around $1.40 and then resistance around 180 and then $2. Get it together, Luna. Yeah, you can be putting a stop loss $1 lower than where the stock is currently at, right? So please, pretty please. Okay, let me take a look and see what the actual bid is, though, because for some reason it wasn't showing. So the bid is currently at $6.80, right? So 684 for a VLC, and it seems like that's where they want to open it at. I mean, the longer they keep it halted, the lower that number is gonna get, right? So that's the problem with stuff like this, is they need to open it when the momentum is there with the stock, VLCN. So, right. So at that point, you're up $1 in that position, right? So you can be keeping a stop loss all the way in the abyss. 41, yeah. So to me, again, your stop loss shouldn't be anywhere below $6.44. It shouldn't be anywhere like, it should be around 640. That's my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, so yeah, $1.80 for this one, Grim, resistance. AMOD, meh, right? It hasn't made brand new lows yet, so I guess we can keep watching this one. But that's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? This is why, again, that market open, Volatility is really, really important. Resistance. Well, it's sitting at $6.90 right now. So that's a good thing. The higher it goes, the easier it is for you to keep your stop loss up there. Right? So $6.90. There goes $7, guys. So it's gone, right? So now you can again, this is why you want to put that stop loss all the way up there, right? Because it shouldn't be hitting your stop loss anyways. You know what I mean? And it's halted again at 772. There you go, Luna. There you go. Halted up again, right? Beautiful. This is what I mean. So if a stock is going to do well for you, you know what's going to happen is you put your stop loss right below the current halted price, because if a stock is going up, it's not going to hit your stop loss. If it goes below the current halted price, you're playing with fire, right? Because it could easily halt down, right? If a stock is halting up, guess what? It's going to halt down, right? So now what you want to do is move your stop loss all the way up, all the way up. Like when you go to church and all the hands are in the sky, they're waving from side to side. Yeah, that's how you that's what you should be doing, right? You should be taking profits, or you should be moving a stop loss all the way up, all the way up, and then singing that song. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, do all the way up, from Fat Joe. That's what you should be doing. Anyways, football's looking good. Grim monies. We let's go, Grims. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Well done. Yeah, it just needs to break out their line. So $1.80, $1.80. Is Palantir stalling again, guys? Yeah, it's almost double topping. Yeah, that's the pre-market high, right? So it made brand new highs in that wake for Palantir at 105. It hit 105 exactly and then came back down. So it's a double topper now. So the next time it goes up there, it's gonna be nice if it breaks above. And the and let me go. Oh, I see it. Ah. Let's go. Love it. Love it. Beautiful. Congratulations, guys. That was a really good, really, really good scalpy on that one. Really, really good scalpy on that. So again, now we wait for the next on halt, right? If you're still holding, yeah, GCTK, yeah, it looks like it's trying to break above that 180, and then $2 is your next wall there. Alrighty. And then again, if you're still holding VLCN, type in yes in the chat. Ryan is like, yes. Yes, I'm still in. That stop loss goes all the way to like 770, Ryan. Alrighty. So yeah, you might like, it's currently sitting at 772. Like that's the on hold price. So anywhere around like 750, 770, honestly, I don't mind. You know? But that's up to you though, right? So that's how like I manage stop losses. It's still sitting at 772. So that's just the way that I do it, right? If a stock is halted, um, Palantir just made new all-time highs again, guys. Broke above 105. So I always move it to like right below the current halt price, especially if I look at like where it's supposed to open at and it's opening higher than what it's currently halted at, then I'm happy doing that, right? But in this case, since it's sitting at 772, then you might want to say, okay, let me give it like 10 cents. Let me give it. The reason why you don't want to give it too much room below is what happens when you're sitting there and you're like, let me put my stop loss at $7. Yes, I bought this thing at $5, but my stop loss is $7. I'm going to give it a little bit of room, 70 cents. What happens when you do that and then it halts at $7.10 and then opens at $6? What happens? You just lost all your gains, right? So you have to be willing to, let some of them, like if it pops, if it hits your stop loss and goes without you, at least you locked in some nice gains. So GCTK is still looking good. And then QNTM. QNTM. Let's see here. What are we doing? So yeah, your next little top there is 595, so $6 ish. There's a bit of a downtrend forming there though. This was one of the names we liked coming into the open, right? So nice double bottom bounce at $5.10. There goes $1.92. So that $2 isn't coming there, Grim, for GCTK. We Palantir is not stopping, guys. Not stopping. That thing said, "Hello, I am the captain now." Now Palantir is going to be the next big stock that's added into it. Like every technology ETF, isn't it? Uh, do, 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 do. Yeah, AMD really needs to cook tonight. AMD better be cooking like Palantir like tomorrow. Otherwise, the problem now with VLCN guys is the bid is currently sitting at $7, 7.20. Oh no, the stock is actually unhalted. Okay, there you go. Right, so your stop loss should have hit. Right, your stop loss should have hit already. Alrighty. If you're still holding it, just make sure that it stays above that $6.80, right? So 680 would just be a retest of the breakout. So right around this price, this is your double top, and then this is your retest, right? So if it can stay above 680, then that's okay. Alrighty. So you got out at 770. There you go, right? That's why you put the stop loss all the way up there. So you're first in line. Like, hey, I want to be out. Then they're like, oh, thank you, Luna. You can go, right? Um, Also, the mental stop loss is, yeah, you want to be careful with that, right? So you want to be careful. There goes GCTK, guys. About to make brand new highs, $2. We You sold them for 8.25, Willie, from $1.65. Beautiful, congratulations. So it looks like VLCN is still doing a good job of holding that retest, holding the retest. It's trying. It's either going to need to break above 770 and then push above $8 now, or we're going to go back down and sit around $6.80, or break below. Right. So that 770 is going to be the key for the breakout. It's going to be the key to unlock the door if it wants to go boom skis. 771 exit was perfect. Yeah, it was. It was. It's not giving up yet though. Not giving up. And there goes the dipskis. But again, congratulations, guys. You should be very happy with your gains. And if you put that stop loss at 770, 760, you should be happy right now. Because look at this, right? This is why we are aggressive with those stop losses. Because if you're not, guess what? Guess what, guys? Guess what? Somebody guess. The stock is halted down, right? Did we just talk about this? We did, huh? Right? So you have to be very careful. When a stock is halting up so easily, it can also halt down very easily. And if you're sitting there and you're like, but Blaze, I want to go to $8 and then $9 and then 69.69 and then 420.69. Guess what? You have been entered. Anyways, so let's see what happens when it gets unhalted. Right? So Ryan, give me a high five. Well done. Congratulations. CAPT is cooking there, and so is GCTK. So GCTK is sitting exactly at the pre-market double tops. Pre-market double tops already. So that looks good, Grims. Looks good. AMD is just going to go back and forth today, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? They have earnings coming up. So I don't think we're really expecting anything crazy today from AMD. Then this one's halted up too. CAPT is halted up. 111% and halted at 93 cents. That's a nice push, actually, from 45 cents to Boomskis. Ayo, Kimbella, $2.13. I like it. Double top sell. Love it. Palantir is not gonna stop, is it? Nope. Kimbella, look at your Palantir. It just keeps going. Just keeps going. Let's go, Ryan. Thank you very much for the super chat, Ryan. I appreciate that. 6x your daily goal. Hot trades for life. For life, Ryan. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And what? And thrust. Come on, Ryan. Love it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. What's the S&P doing? Yeah, SPY is clearly just confused. I think the S&P isn't going to do anything crazy, until we know what's going to happen with China and the tariffs. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Lion, does it make sense though, like what we were saying yesterday about like Trump wanting something else, even though he's presenting tariffs? Does that make sense? Right. So it's just again, it's just it's a tactic, right? The dude is just a bully. Like again, Trump got voted in. Part of the reason why he got voted in was for border protection, right? He's like, there's drugs coming in, they're doing this crime and that crime and this and that. Our borders are like, blah blah. He was saying that every speech he had, he would say it. Like people are coming from prisons from all over the world to our country, blah 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 blah, right? So that was at the top of his list. And then what does he do? He presents tariffs, and then he gets Canada to send 10,000 troops to the border and Mexico to send 10,000 troops and like all of that stuff. The dude knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing, right? So yeah, criminals lying. It's never what it seems, is it? Since November, well, he got them to do it like yesterday, right? So yeah. VLCN still halted down, guys. Yeah. And then that double top was a really good exit for Grim there, for GCTK. The S&P is hitting highs of the day. Nothing crazy, but yeah. Let's go, Grimsy Grims. Can we get 599? Look at that. Spy's like, yeah, let's go. There's no change. Why do I feel like you just don't like the dude? Why do I feel like you just don't like him? And that's okay. That's okay. These are politicians, right? Good morning, Jeff. Complex from your house, yeah. Well, anyways, moving on. Spy had a nice little pop there. Not sure why, but a few educational videos last night. There you go, Ryan. There you go. Ryan watched some educational videos yesterday, guys, and then today made six times his daily goal. That's what happens when you put in effort, right? That's what happens when you put in the effort. It's halted up. It's halted up. AK halted upseas. LITM. They had agreed to it, but they were not doing it. Yeah. See, in at 82 cents. Hmm. This thing doesn't seem to have any volume, does it? But really good support at like 75 to 73. So as long as it stays above 73, I think you're okay for now, Jeff. If it breaks below the low of the day, I would consider slapping that thing to the abyss. Anyways, so your next support for VLCN, guys, is closer to this VWAP at $6.20 ish. So let's see if it stays above that. Alrighty. So see if we can stay above 620. To give it a day? No, it's not about giving it a day, Jeff. It's about looking at that support and saying, okay, stay above the damn support. Otherwise, we get rid of you, right? So let's see. Spy. That's a nice pop, actually. It's a very nice pop. Anyways, VLCN is holding that 620 VWAP for now. Alrighty, holding the 620 VWAP, so that's perfect. So we're back to $7.20. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So again, we've mentioned this so many times in the past. The VWAP will always act as support and resistance. Alrighty. So when a stock is coming down to the VWAP, it's going to act as support, and when it's going up to the VWAP, it's going to act as resistance, which is exactly what's happening there. Okay. 720. How's Bitcoin still red? How BTC? How are you still red? Hmm. That's very interesting, actually. Very, very interesting. I think it's doing a good job consolidating off like 280 Grim. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully, it's finally found the bottom. Again, that whole tactic that we've been using, right, Grim? So this is the initial sell-off, right? And this is the bottom. As long as we don't break below that bottom, there's always a chance, right? And they seem to know exactly what they're doing because they're consolidating the damn stock like criminals right above it and pushing it back up. So now we need to get back above the 200, righty? So as long as we never break below that bottom, there's a chance. There's a chance. So yeah, GCTK was still perfect. Perfect exit. There goes VLCN, guys. Beautiful dip skis, 620, and then boom skis, right back to the highs of the day. Just be careful in case it wants to double top and go back down. Alrighty. See how Bondi, did it fall back down? Yep, exactly, right? And it's halted down. That's the problem, right? So again, this stock, thank you, Bondi, right? This stock was at 93 cents. Where should your stop loss have been, guys? Where should you have put that stop loss when the stock is at 93 cents? Right? Now it's halted at 79 cents. Right? Where should that stop loss be? Thank you, George. Right? So you want to put your stop loss right there because if a stock is gonna cook, it should gap up above the current halt price and halts up again, right? You don't want it halting. You don't want to set your stop loss too far below the current halt because it drops a little bit and then it halts down and then you're like, damn, what the hell, right? So you also have to pay attention before you do that. Though you have to pay attention to the bid and ask when it's currently halted, please. Alrighty, just in case it's still just sitting around the halt price, and then you can say, okay, let me give it a little bit of time. But you want to be very careful. That's just the way that I play with these things. If they're halted, VLCN with a double top for now at $7.80. So, momentum traders, take what you can and get the F out. Exactly, Grim. Right. So don't sit there and be like, but Blaze, but it's halted up. It has to go up more, right? No, it doesn't. Right. And the danger, again, like I said, is if a stock is halting up, it can halt down. You don't want to be in that thing when it's halted down. Let's go. Na 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 na. Is the pressure got released from AMD? Na na na. If AMD, like seriously though, virus, if AMD didn't have earnings coming up, oof, what an absolute beauty of a of a share loading up position. What an absolute beautiful spot that would have been. But they do, so. But they do. Okay, let's see. What you hope is play what you see, not what you hope. Exactly, Ryan. Exactly. What's your position, Grunt, on AZTR? Support at 45, but it will likely see above. You're in at 50 cents? Okay. Sounds good. Let's take a look. AZTR. Grunt, when are you going to come join us in Discord? When? So, yeah, see, this is what I don't like though, right? This is what we were just explaining on the other stock, right? So again, to me, when I'm watching a stock and it creates a low like this, right, let's say this is the low, right? 49 cents, 49 to 50 cents. If that level is broken, you have a problem, right? Because it's telling you like, hey, I'm gonna give you new lows. Like you can bet your bottom, I'm gonna give you new lows. Guess what it's at now? New lows of the day, right? So again, stocks dipping at the open is perfection, right? But when they give you that bottom and bounce, you don't want it to break below that bottom. Now it looks super weak, right? Your next support is going to be around like 43 cents, 43 to 42.50. Alrighty, so that's going to be your next little spot there for support. CAPT is unhalted. Thank you, Bondi. Hey, back to 81. Yeah, still kind of sitting at it. It actually dropped to 71 after the on halt, right? So from 93, 94, all the way down to 71, right? Not exactly beautiful. Anyways, VLCN is halted up again, guys. Alrighty, so that stock is cooking there. Alrighty, so if you were waiting for the dipski and you bought the dipski, you're smiling. Azul finally sold. You added at Out at $8 as well. Beautiful. Here we go. Perfect. Huge buyers. Yup. If you bought the dip on this one, type in yes in the chat. From failure of 82, what do you see as support? Okay, I'll take a look. PLT, not Palantir, PayPal, PYPL. So you bought some puts, okay, at 82, like a retest and fail. Okay, like a break below 82. I like it. Perfect. Let me see what the daily looks like here. They reported earnings this morning. Dang. You know what's crazy is these guys are reporting earnings and the stock was already at resistance. This was a perfect spot for some gamble puts, huh? At 92, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Supply zone, double top, blah blah blah. Your next support is that 80. You can never ignore like the psychological level. So 80, you have to pay attention to 80, and then if it breaks below, beautiful, because then you're looking for this level right here, right? Bottom one, bottom two, 200 on the daily, right? So that's a pretty big level. So that is around $77. Alrighty. So again, this is the daily time frame, and this goes all the way back to October of last year, obviously, right? So from October, you had a double bottom there, and then all the way across, right? Now the 200 EMA is sitting there on the daily, so that's really important. But you cannot look past the fact though that $80 is a psychological level, and that might act as a bit of support. All right, you can see how it already hit $80.20, and it's going back up slowly to 81, right? That $80 has to be looked at as like support. VLCN is still halted up, obviously. LITM, there you go, Jeff. Where's Jeff? Jeff, look at it. It's back to 81, so good job. The S&P is going for that 600 again, so that's perfect. Looking good, Spy. Looking good. Let's pull up Palantir, guys. You guys remember those Palantir calls we bought yesterday? Not Palantir, NVIDIA. Those NVIDIAs, guys. You guys remember those NVIDIA calls we bought? You guys remember? Yeah. Looking good, right? Let's see. uh, uh, love it. Andrew's up 83, 86% on those AMD calls from yesterday, guys. Woo! 86% for Andrew virus. 86%. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Let's go, guys. Well done. Love it. Love it. Love it. So that looks good. As long as AMD doesn't screw it up, you know. La 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 la. Perfect. What's the exit for what, Willie? For what? There we go. So yeah, that looks good. And let me pull up AMD. I just want to see what AMD is doing. Again, AMD was always meant for tonight, you know, but AMD is looking very good, right? They're both looking very, very good. So yeah. Again, like I said, if AMD didn't have earnings, my goodness, these dudes were. You are 21%. Love it, guys. Why if you bought some AMD at the bottom? Beautiful. Okay. Let's go, Mark. Let's go, Vitals. Vitals. Are you gonna take some money off the table though before earnings? Are you guys gonna take some money off the table? Vitals. Okay, perfect. Hot today, hot in the options channel. Right. If you haven't been to the options cooking lab in Discord, you should take a look. Visit options cooking lab. Options cooking lab. Right. So make sure you visit. Again, if you see virus spamming Palantir for like 2 months, doesn't mean you have to buy a Palantir options. It means you can go look at the share. Like the technicals don't change, right? So if you see virus spamming AMD, doesn't mean you have to buy AMD options. You can also look at AMD as a long term play share wise. So you can do anything you really want. You know, Los Acamelons. I'm pronouncing line. You be quiet, please. What's your position? What's your position in CAPT? Nvidia's go 121, guys. Ooh wee. Let's go. 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 Love it. My Palantir closed at 400% gains this morning. I love teamwork. AMD up 80% and may take gains this morning. Come on, Mark. Let's go. Let's go, Lion. Don't judge. I knew I was gonna butcher it. Uh, let's go. There goes 121, guys. Ooh, let's get these Nvidia calls in the money, please. Luna, you're recovering some money back, right? So do you notice the difference between your position and then our position, right? So support versus resistance. Alrighty. If you missed out on Palantir, just need to $5. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rita, make sure you're not delayed because I think you're probably like way delayed. My goodness. I don't know what I. Let's go. Love it, Doche. Doche bought some random calls and made monies. Amazing. I will sell some puts on Palantir order to yeah, 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 yeah. Again, don't think you're gonna make crazy monies on that though. Um, yeah, you want to sell puts when the stock is yeah, you want to do the opposite. Yeah, exactly. Don't think that's the best thing to do. If you're interested in like playing with Palantir right now, what you're doing with Palantir shares is selling calls, covered calls, right? Palantir got a price target upgrade to 225, 125, sorry. So 125 is what you should be looking at. Alrighty, or unless it doesn't pay well, and then look at something else. VLCN unhalted and cooked. Sheesh, that thing hit $10 almost there. Damn. Whew. Sheesh, VLCN. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, that last dipski to retest the view up there was perfect, and then the new breakout, right? Breakout, new highs of the day. Criminals, Grims, criminals, 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 criminals. What a Tuesday, right? Fire, love it. Yeah, the S&P is cooking there, almost back to 601. Almost back to 601. Huh, that's interesting that the some of the hmm, it's very interesting actually. Okay, red on. Yeah, okay, perfect. Spy, spy, spy. Yeah, VLCN is like, bye guys. I'm back to $10. Back to $10. Monies. $10.09. $10, Andrew? Yeah, you did. Uh hit almost immediately after you got picked up, Lion. Yeah. 140. 417. Okay, good. Jericho, perfect. I like it. So when a stock is pumping, you want to look for covered calls, right? When a stock is crashing, you want to look to sell puts, right? So you can almost look at in Palantir versus AMD, right? So when a stock is showing you a lot of weakness, like a lot of weakness, that's when you want to be selling puts. It's a stock you don't mind owning anyways, right? You've done the research. It's potentially a long term play, but you also don't mind like buying the stock cheaper. Alrighty. So if you're selling puts at the top, you're not getting paid well. You're taking $2 and it's just not worth your time. Right? So not worth your time. Troy? Why? Because you're shorting. La 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 la. Paul, and honestly, that's okay, right? Some days you cook, some days you just say, you know what? Let me sit back and relax, right? Sit back and relax. So, especially if nothing fits your strategy, right? Calls have unlimited gains. No, no. When you do the covered calls or like stuff like that, it doesn't have unlimited gains, Willie. Um, yeah, yeah. It's a little bit different than just buying like a call. When you do covered calls, it's a bit different. You get what you want, and then they'll like get out of here. La 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 la. First trade of the day. Oof! Hey, well done. Congratulations. My goodness, you guys are cooking today. Uh, Missed a single day of that trend. Not a single day, Grim. What? Not a single day. Yeah, no, Willie. Yeah, call. Yeah, exactly. Uh, Thinking of selling puts once it hits that support. Okay, sounds good. In your real account, beautiful. That's more than a sufficient daily goal, Troy. 90% on AMD for earnings, possibly. La 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 la. I like it. I like it a lot, Mark. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. Did you make money on that PayPal position, Jericho? You notice how the entire chat is options today, guys? Options. The options crew said, you know what, guys? Today we take over. Today, it's our turn. We want options. We want options. That's what happens when you get beautiful opportunities, though, right? So that's what happens when you get beautiful opportunities like NVIDIA, Palantir, AMD, blah, blah, blah. That's what happens. GCTK has just been sitting at that same double top there, Grim, right? It's nice how it tested it for the third time, though. So maybe the fourth time is going to be the charm. Palantir still looks like an absolute gem. I think he's just sitting at 106. Like it's not up 27%, It's just sitting there. The S&P looks good. Bitcoin, back below 100K. So that's interesting that it is. Um, and yeah. So again, NVIDIA and AMD, these are more just plays for later on. CAPT, right back to the top again. So dip. That thing actually saw from 93 cents, guys, all the way down to 65, and then all the way back to 95. right? So this is why you get out of that position and then you wait, right? Let's see if it gives you another entry. So now it looks like it wants to break above that double top, but it needs to break above 94 and actually close above 94.95 and actually close above. Righty? For that exactly virus, exactly. Yeah, look at that. Anybody that was in Palantir from last night till today, or from earlier, at the very least double the monies. At the very least, right? Virus made 400%. Um, Rob made 400%. The list goes on, right? So big monies. This is why it's okay, to be patient sometimes with options, because when you get paid, you get paid, right? And then you can say, yeah. You just have to make sure you're buying, good stuff, right? Can't be running around YOLOing on rubbish. Bitcoin just got slapped. Why? Why is Bitcoin getting slapped when nothing else is dipping? Hmm. Bitcoin is looking sus. Looking sussy sussy. And there goes brand new highs of the day for CAPT. CAPT. It hasn't really closed above 94.95 yet, though, so that'd be your only downside there. So patience with it. And then obviously again, VLCN got halted down from $10. You could see that thing stalling at $10, though, right? That thing was sitting there for quite a bit, 5 minutes. So when it's doing that, be very careful, especially below supply zone. Be very careful, and then slapped. Yeah, yeah. I Grim. Yeah, like especially a whole one. You're better off dollar cost averaging into that thing. But if you're gonna do a whole one, that thing needs to get slapped for you, and then you can say, "Welcome, BTC. Welcome, welcome." If not, you might have to do like 10,000 at a time or something. From but from playing options, Kimbella, my theory is the reason why I told Kimbella she's not allowed. She's holding Palantir already, so she's making money, right? The reason why I told Kimbella she's not allowed to play options is because Kimbella is consistently every single day for the last 3 months, for the most part, right? At least hitting the daily goal, right? At the very least. So if you're hitting your daily goal, keep doing exactly what you're doing, right? Sometimes you don't need to go too crazy, unless you really want to. Unless you really want to, then you can, right? But if you're consistently doing well with one strategy, keep doing that, and then slowly dabble or paper trade the other strategy, right? Yeah, if it's not broken, you don't need to fix it. Exactly, virus. Exactly. Every day Kimbella is like, I made 3 times, 5 times, 6 times my daily goal, right? So if you're really successful with like what you're doing already, right? Kimbella, exactly. That's why. So then we stick with what with like what's working, you know. CAPT really wants to push for that dollar, doesn't it? 2025 is the year of options for you, Virus, Jericho. Let's go, Grim. Yeah. Yeah. No, we definitely need to use the options channel more. Spy looks nice. 601 guys, looking good. We definitely need to use the options signal channel a little bit more, but like we're obviously cooking in the options cooking lab, right? So Virus is the king of options, and Rob has been amazing in that channel as well. Dan is always in that channel as well. Joe has been in that channel as well. Laura is the up and coming queen, right? Jericho is the prince from Asia, from Hong Kong, the prince of options, right? And there's a whole bunch of other people in that channel. So yeah. So if you ever have any questions, you can just go into the options cooking lab and Luna, congratulations. Well done. Right? Beautiful. Yeah. Teamwork. Teamwork. No, 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 no. Sold 177 million of shares for Palantir at $45. Dang. Can you imagine doing that? Yeah, Mark has been in there too, you know. So like, yeah. So the yeah. So we have a like an amazing group of people all over the place. Right? It's always interesting though. Like if you go in every channel in Discord, there's a group of people that are always in that specific channel. Like the group of people that you will never see ever unless you go to the futures channel in Discord, right? That's because that's what they want to do. So they stay in the futures channel, then the options channel, then stonks. There's a group of people that you will never see in any channel unless you go to the crypto channel, right? But they just want to play crypto. So is yeah, yeah. Mauricio, I use the bull bear algo, the only the best indicator you will ever use. You have to be a member to get it though. Alrighty, so come join us and get the indicator, Mauricio. Wait, there's other channels beside the options channel. I know, right? Futures, right? Troy is always in the futures channel. Joe is always in the futures channel, and then the options channel, and then stock general, but mostly futures for Joe. So, by the way, Joe is the paper-handed hand profit criminal. Anyways, so yeah, the virus posted there's an options class that was done already. There's also another video that's been done, right? So my recommendation for you would be to watch the beginner option video, the really long one. Some other dude did it on YouTube. Watch that video, and then watch the option class that we did because it's gonna bring it all together with strategy. So, and then so again, make sure you watch the videos first, right? Again, there's nothing about all of this. It doesn't matter what you do, like futures, options, stonks, right? It doesn't matter what you do. You have to put in the effort, right? Doesn't matter what you do, you have to put in the effort. So when it's the weekend, right, and you're doing stuff like you're driving around, running errands, put one of those videos in your ear, right? Put one of those videos in your ear as you do stuff and just listen, right? As you're cleaning the house, vacuuming, that's the vacuuming sound. Options are, what are option Greeks? What's theta? What's an option chain? That's how you learn. Virus is gonna post those videos again, so you can watch those videos, right? And then watch the options group class that we did, because we talked about where you're buying, where to look for calls, where to look for puts, blah 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 blah, stuff like that, right? Watch those videos. You know, you're already in the morning, don't you? I know, don't you? I was gonna say something else, but something else that your kid said. The same amount of effort, it takes effort. Absolutely, right? Absolutely. You know, like watch the foundational stuff, and then come ask questions, and then everybody's gonna help you out. Alrighty. So when you see people make 400% in Palantir calls, it doesn't just happen like that. River, good morning. VLCN is on halted, and it looks like it's still in that range. So if it wants to run again, it's going to need to break $10 already. It's done a really good job holding the 20 and the kernel especially though, right? So that last dip for VLCN was off the kernel right there. And then you can see like this other dip now, it's still holding. So if you're watching this thing, make sure it stays above the kernel, and then it's going to need to break $10 for the breakout. Alrighty. AMOD again obviously was garbage, right? Below the 200, made new lows, absolute disaster, right? Meh. Palantir still looks nice, holding above 100K. You can see now that it has a bit of a double top right below 107. So those covered calls are nice, right? GCTK looks like it's trying to give you higher lows, but it needs to break above $2.10. This one doesn't look like it's done, even though it has like a massive supply zone. It really needs to break above 210 if it wants to go though. Cool. S&P looks nice. Bitcoin with a bit of a bounce, and then CAPT. That thing is still trying to break above $1. So I'm sure some of you guys are still holding this one. Alrighty. So on the verge of a breakout there. 195. Sam, beautiful. Yeah, there goes the breakout. CAPT. There goes the breakout. Guardian, you sold at $2. Well done. Congratulations. Oh, GCTK. Okay. I like it. Please and thank you, Nemo. Please and thank you. Bradley, it's like that, huh? It's like that. Halt it and send it. Send it, send it. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. I would really appreciate that. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots and become a member. Come join us in Discord. Alrighty, so Virus just posted two videos and a statement, right? So we spent that educational class for options really going through what he posted at the bottom there, that screenshot of like the message. So again, take some time, save those videos, watch them later, right? So yeah, watch them later. Beautiful, Virus. No, 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 no. There goes 109, new highs of the day. So congratulations if you're still in this one. It actually did a good job just, holding off the... Ooh, Rita, let's go. Well done, Rita. Good job. You got into GCTK at 180 out at $2. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, love it. Good job. Good job, good job. My goodness, guys. We we're building a pretty cool team, We're building a pretty cool team. Pretty cool team, We have a pretty cool group of people. It doesn't matter who you are, like beginner to doesn't really matter. VLCN is halted down, guys. So they slapped it. Archer, it has been a good day, huh? Very good day. So it's up to GCTK versus CAPT now, huh? Right? One of these names used to keep cooking. Yeah, it's halted down, Bondi. Z halt down. $1.12. Looking good. I feel like crying. You only bought 100 stocks, 100 shares of what? Oh, because you're green, but it's not green enough because you only bought 100 shares. What did you buy? Let's go, Rita. Well done. I'm gonna delete your message, by the way, Paul. We want to try and keep that channel clean. Ready? So, Paul, when you look and your messages are deleted, don't worry, okay? I just don't want messing around in the signal channel. There goes 117. 117. You've been trading. We will all have those days where we feel like a beginner again. Absolutely, Troy. There's not a day where you show up to the market. No, that's okay, Paul. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want to make sure that channel is clean. Like people can ask questions sometimes, but use the options cooking lab instead for most of your questions and anything else. That's more just for like, straight ideas, and like maybe gains and stuff. So Maybe some gains. Do CAPT looking good. You feel like a beginner daily? That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Again, you've been doing this for a few months, Luna, right? You should feel that way. And just soaking information in and just learning, right? Let me take a look at Neo. So Neo's being spammed by one of the let's take a look at Neo. Neo, NIO. This is the China EV, right? So, if you zoom out, this thing was, I remember when I remember when we were playing with Neo. Like, I mean, look at these arrows, right? We were playing with Neo at some pretty crazy prices, right? Like, just look at all the mess we've made, right? There's lines all over the place on this chart, all over the place, right? Neo was at $66, 67 at some point, and then they slapped it right, all the way to the abyss. So look, kind of looks like it's sitting at a really nice bottom, but at the same time, it needs to break the 50 EMA. So it's going to need to get above $4.50 and really close the daily candle above it. Alrighty, and then maybe there's a lot of upside there. Pyro, you are, yeah. So $4.50, we need to break and close above that for Neo, NIO, and then maybe China. The China EV is going to start, yeah. So for now, I would wait for that break. Oh Lord, what did Dan send me now, guys? Dan's look at Dan's breakfast, guys. Today's breakfast: 6 egg whites, buttermilk pancakes, maple syrup with a pinch of cayenne pepper. uh, uh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sheesh. That's a good looking breakfast though. Alrighty, is SPY going back up? Yeah. VLCN on halted. It looks like we're failing at $1.20 for CAPT. Again, psychological resistance always, right? We always pay attention to those 120 zones, right? CAPT, again, same resistance, right? When you see supply at the top, you want to be very careful. Also, it's quite obvious that it's been failing below 210 for quite some time now. So I'm happy you guys are locked in gains. Rita, good job, by the way. If you ever get to this part of the stream, because I know you're like 10 years behind, but if you ever get to this part of a stream, I'm giving you a high five. Why? Because you saw resistance and you saw that resistance, right? There's no need to be fancy. Like, oh my goodness, I'm waiting for the breakout. The hell you are, right? If a stock is clearly telling you like, hey, resistance, hey, resistance, hey, resistance, hey, resistance, maybe take the monies and move on, right? And then if it breaks, you can say, well, whatever, I'm just reading the charts. I'm just doing my job, right? Because that's what you're doing. If you're trading momentum, guess what? Do your damn job. Okay? Do your job and do the obvious. Okay? And then if it breaks out, we can cry together later. Also, you never just sell a stock at resistance anyways. You always give it that second, third candle, right? So if you look at most of these, right, we got there and it sat there for 5 minutes and then sold off, right? It's not like we got there and we started crushing. No, it's like, hey, I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, right? Dipskis. Hey, I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, right? Dipskis. So it's always, you know, there's always, it's very rare that a stock just randomly crashes. There's always warning signs. Always. Jeff, are you still holding LITM? I think you are, because you love the diamond hands. CAPT tested the 9 EMA and then came back for brand new highs of the day. So that thing is cooking. If you're holding CAPT, type in yes in the chat. If you're holding CAPT, type in yes in the chat. Yeah, that thing is not halting. They're like, don't you dare halt me. Axel, let's go. Let's go, Jay. Carry on, yes. Monies. I like calling you los comelons, you know? Anyways, good job. Congratulations. Make sure you pay yourself on the way up, though, please. Pretty please. Pretty please. Maybe what we need to, like, if Neo ever does breakout virus, maybe we need to look at some, like, some leaps. Just like you did with the Saudi Arabia stock. Also a car company. I can't remember the ticker symbol now, but yeah, some leaps maybe. Maybe, and then go from there if there's ever a breakout. So for now, it's all about setting alerts on that thing, though. Anyways, back to CAPT. Looking good. 135. Jeff, yeah, you only down 2 cents now, right? So yeah, it's not horrible, right? Palantir does. Interesting. Okay, that's why FFIE is popping there. Okay. La 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 la. Lucid, yeah, Lucid. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. So 98 Lee all the way to 127. I like it. Well done. And then GCTK, slappity, 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 right? Slap, slap, slap. Um, yeah, you need to go back and look at why that's happening, though, Jeff. Because again, to me, it's obvious. To me, it's very obvious. Um, I can look from the outside and I can probably tell what you're doing, Jeff. Because you do a pretty good job of, like, like vocalizing and stuff like that. So then I can see what you're doing. And what I think you're doing is you're also looking for, like, the plays off the bottom that are more like swings now. You're not exactly playing with vibes. You're not exactly playing with momentum stocks anymore, right? You've kind of left the stocks that have that attention right now, and you're diamond handing other stocks that have potential, but we don't necessarily know when that potential is going to come in. That's the problem, right? So whereas before you used to see a stock that's clearly performing and say, oh, let me go play with this, right? This one is cooking right now, let me play with it. You're not doing that anymore. You've gone back to, like, oh, Jeff, to looking for diamonds, to looking for rocks, right? That's the problem. Impulse buying, yeah, that's diamond hands, no stop loss. Impulse, yeah. Oh, Jeff, right? So at least though, right? So you can fix that. So that's the market. Like there's never a day where you can say, you know what, let me just go back and do the other stuff. No, the market will immediately punish you, right? Immediately punish you. Yep, exactly, Joe. Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't matter how good you get or how much money you make in the market. The day that you decide to, like, do fancy things or not stick to the script, the market will say, "Oh, welcome back." The boy became a man, and the man thought he was a king. So let's slap the man again. Anyways, I'm kidding. Uh, that's okay, Jeff. I am the captain now. Yep. Luna, why are you using the 5 second chart? Is my question. Why? It is weakening, right? You can also see that on the daily, right? This is the third, fourth candle now that's stalling at the same level, right? So you can see that. But my question is, why are you using the 5 second chart? Why? Exactly, Dan. Exactly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are, how long you've been in the market for. The market will always look to slap you. That's the market's one job, right? Doesn't matter. You could be trading for 100 years, and the market every day will look to slap you. Uh, you're looking for breakouts in the 5 second? Okay. As long as it works, Luna, just be yeah. As long as it works, okay. If you see some violence there, make sure you walk away, please. It's I'd like it, right? I think when you're new to the market, your job is to try everything, right? Try this, try that, try this, all because you're looking for, like, your comfort zone, right? So the market is one place that, like, it's okay to stay in your comfort zone as long as you're making money, right? So, yep. Looking for scallops. Yeah. Oh, are you looking for like a downtrend, Joe? Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you're looking for? Hopefully not. My question is, why are Canadian stocks red today, guys? Why? Why? So some of these I don't get some days. La 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 la. Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're doing. Yeah, you're looking for the grim setup. Choo, 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 choo. Because Canada, no, no. Some of the some of the Canadian ETFs that are supposed to mirror the US, so it just should be the same. But yeah, you are. You're right there, Jeff. How the hell did you get in at 82 cents though? Maybe you probably bought on this side. Yeah, because somehow 82 cents is resistance, but that's only after the market opened. Hmm. Okay. Who buys them? I don't know. I don't know because the dollar, is it because of the dollar? Hmm, that's interesting. Hmm. You would think it would be the opposite though. Honestly, you would think it would be the opposite. Um, like if it's a Canadian ETF that's holding American stocks, as American stocks rally and they have that money coming back as more than the Canadian dollar, then you would think those things should be up higher. Um, early buy, Jeff. Yeah, yeah. So that 82 is resistance there. So CAPT is halted down, right? Halted right on the 20 and the kernels. And then VLCN is consolidating on the 50 here at 760. So that looks a-okay. Looks a-okay. And again, if you get into options, guys, make sure that you don't immediately run to like the same day expiration stuff, right? Look at the chart, do the technicals, give yourself a bit more time. Unless you have a bit more experience with technicals, then okay, fine, right? But if you don't, then make sure you're giving yourself a bit of time. Alrighty, pretty please. Yeah, it looks like a Joe, huh? Made brand new highs on that candle though, so hopefully it's not a scam, and then they pump it back up for you, and then enter. Sheesh. If you didn't sell GCTK at that price and you held it, oh my goodness, look at it now, right? All the way back to Z bottom. So watch $1.40 there for your next support if you're still in. Palantir is just doing Palantir things. LITM, Jeff is praying. Come on, Jeff, you can do it. 81.30. You can do it, Jeff. And then CAPT still halted down. Joe? uh, mm, mm. No, no, it's not grim. Yeah, when you refer to like buy high and sell higher, you only do that if it's breaking out on that specific time frame. Only on a breakout. Only on a breakout. That's the only time that that applies. Otherwise, whew, let's go. I just saw a picture of some very nice gains. AK, let's go. Let's go, AK. AK just made $2,000, guys, on VLCN and CAPT. Let's go. Well done. Beautiful. More knees. That's your sister from India, Grim. Tesh, AK lives in the States though, so Rahul, okay. Hey, yo, sis. Yo, love it. Love it, love it. Big monies. CAPT is unhalted. Maybe Abdu from the village. From the village. Mm, the shorts? Oh, yeah, Joe, there you go. We need lows. No, we do not. We need a retest of 600s. That's it. That's all you get, Joe. Maximum 600. You better get out soon. Otherwise, we will find you and look for the hole. Okay? Rubbish. Rubbish. Your low is $630. That's it. And then run. Palantir is going back up, guys. Beautiful. So is CAPT bouncing up the chrono and the 20. And the 20. Mm, mm. Okay, perfect. There we go. Trading views. Hmm. So that's green. Okay, perfect. Do. Okay, fine, Joe. You hit 645. So did you take your monies? We are going to be stubborn, huh? Okay. I'm kidding. Anyways, so yeah, CAPT, nice bounce there. So this is clearly the one with the vibes for now. My goodness, ever since Dan posted that stupid picture, I've been starving. What time is it? Sheesh. My goodness. Starving. The second message? Oh, I see. Do. Sound? Okay. That almost looks like a double top, doesn't it? So let's see where this candles, where this second candle decides to close at. So and then 330, $1.35 is your next resistance there. Alrighty, we're just closing above that level. You're gonna go exercise, Luna? Okay, sounds good. Enjoy the jog. Some fitness. VLCN, slap, right? Pay yourself on the way up and move on. So your next support after this thing gets unhalted is $7 if it even stays above it. So see ya, Luna. See ya. There you go. Time for a break. Grim, some snacks. By the way, streaming in Discord on Friday, last Friday was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So at the very least, we're going to do the same thing this Friday if we don't do more. But yeah, so this Friday, we're going to be in Discord streaming in Legend Voice. So it was grim, wasn't it? It's nice to just hang out, and like joke around and make monies and stuff. So I enjoyed that. Doing accents again, yeah, the accents were good. That is the best. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yep. So at the very least, this Friday is going to be the same thing. Legend voice. Exactly, Grim. Exactly. Stonks were cooking. We were cooking. Everybody was having fun. Virus was missing though. Virus this Friday. Yeah, come come. Joe was there. Dan was busy, eating pancakes again for breakfast. But whatever, whatever. Protein pancakes, Pyro. It's Dan, isn't it? YouTube is better. Yeah, I mean, YouTube is easier for a lot of people though. You know, easier for a lot of people. Because once you get into legend voice, then anyways. But I don't have the setup for that now. When I'm settled down. Virus, no, I know. That's what I mean. Like, it's just the setup. True. No, can he was looking for apples and chips. You can't hear, really, Jeff? How? Have you tried your phone? Yeah, just play with the settings. It has to do with the settings, Jeff. Has to do with the settings. Has to do with the settings. I knew it. Uh, Either way, it works. Yeah, I mean that's why we do more YouTube, right? And then we do like Discord every so often. So good morning, Gail. Yeah, that's what YouTube is easier for sure for most of you because Discord comes with like settings, and then there's this, and then there's that. So some people just can't seem to figure out the settings. But yeah, Joe, are you out yet? You're 6:30, Joe. That's it. It's finished, right? 630. Sit. Leave the building. Leave the building. This is your last trade. Leave the building, Joe. You were warned. $300. Okay, good. Oh, you know what you need to do? So when you can't seem to get it loud enough, you just need to. There's a settings to turn up the volume. It's because your volume is too low. So yeah, exactly. Exactly, Luna. Exactly. Do, do, do. So SPY with a nice little pop there back to 601. See if we can break above 601 though. And then CAPT is just kind of consolidating here. Palantir still looking good. Not sure why I'm watching Neo now. Just I tied it up because I've had nothing else better to put up. But yeah, it's still sitting below $4.50. VLCN is going for that $7 range. So let's see what happens at $7. Let's go, Urims. Let's go. Let's go. Uh, what's GCTK doing? Is it trying to curl? Yeah, it's trying to curl up $1.40, right? But it needs to get above that 200 EMA though. Alrighty, I'm gonna set an alert for like a breakout here for Neo, okay, and then forget about it. AK, I know we were talking about it. Let's go, hot trades for life. AK for life. Well done, congratulations. Give me a high five. Well done. Modanskis. QNRX. We were celebrating on stream for you, AK, and you were in Discord. We were like, oh my goodness, AK, let's go. Like Grim Sister. uh, let's go. Yeah, 46, Bondi. I like the higher low pattern that it's been forming. Would be a good day for Holo, Jennifer. Holo for life. Send it. Yeah, it looks like CAPT isn't quite done yet, is it? So that $1.35 is still acting as resistance down. Seriously, Bondi. Seriously. Seriously. Too bad I will have to miss it this Friday. Yeah. For life. It really is, isn't it? Like it's just up and down, up and down, up and down, Joe. So I don't know. We'll see. I think the market really is waiting for China though to see what comes out of that. You know, if there's I hate that it's like a 30-day agreement, right? I'm not sure why they're doing 30 days. Like just come to an agreement, right? Like does Trump just want violence now? Like, come on, dude. You know, at least he's getting something out of it. Like, okay, you know, because if those tariffs are going back into place in 30 days, then that's just ridiculous at this point. So just too much volatility. They're just buying dips. Yeah, like honestly, virus. I think it's just a matter of time, and then they're just gonna cook the markets. You know, like we're gonna just hit escape velocity, and everything is just gonna go to the moon. You know, like a rocket. But whatever they're doing, they know exactly what they're doing. I mean, think about it. Like Nvidia is like was down 35%. AMD all the way down there. A lot of these names are all the way down there, and yeah, the S&P is all the way up there. So if those names start to really like push, oof, yeah, not according to but then like according to Buffett, I don't really, I don't really listen to Buffett though, because I think he has a different agenda, honestly. You remember when Warren Buffett started selling his positions? Do you remember that? Do you remember where the S&P was? SPY was closer to 500 than it was 600, right? If you followed Warren Buffett, you're like, okay, you know what? There goes the CAPT guys trying to break out here. Let's see if it actually holds above, right? If you followed that dude and you sold your entire position, every day you woke up, you saw the market go, oh my goodness, new all-time highs for like 6 months straight, right? So yeah, and Warren Buffett is sitting in cash, right? Warren Buffett was selling Apple. Where is Apple now? So he might be eventually right, but the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. That second part doesn't really apply, but irrational in this case, yeah. AMC shouldn't make any agreements with Canada. Shouldn't make any agreements with him. Canada doesn't have a choice. Mexico doesn't have a choice, though. If Canada doesn't make an agreement with Trump, uh, Canadians are going to be homeless. So all the people that are saying fight, 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 like sometimes you just have to go to the table and see what the conversation is about. Yeah. Virus, yeah. So, yep. That's not true. How long do you think CAPT is fighting? Why do you think that's not true? Do you think Canada could really, like, the way that the economy is run in Canada and the way the US dollar is at like a 20-year low, right? How long do you think Canada could last with a 25% tariff on Canada? And if that goes higher, right? How long do you think that could last for? Yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, so CAPT is halted up, guys, and spies back to 601. So Joe, good thing you took your monies. Otherwise, intact. Not yet, but we're about to go back for highs of the day. There we go. Oil. Yep. Mm-mm. Oh, no, 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 no. Archer. See you later, Grave. See you later. See you soon. uh, we will fight virus. Canada will not back down. We will fight, and also our snow will finish you. Okay, cannot survive without Canada products. Like what? Like what? Like what does the like what? The US needs Canada energy exports. Troy, type it into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT how much the US depends, how much the US depends on Canada, on Canadian energy. Type it in and then give me a percentage. Why is it halted up for 16? Do you not know why it's halted up? Do you not know why it's halted up, Arthur? It's because it volatility it moved too quickly. A volatility halt. That's why it halted. What happened, Willie? About what? Oh, you bought a Canadian maple syrup once? Once? I know. Buy more Canadian stuff, please. Yeah, SB, look it up though. Like search it up. No, for sure. Like, again, Canada, Mexico, US, right? There's a reason why like these countries want to have an agreement because they all work together, right? That's how it should be, like when you're neighbors, right? But I'm just saying, like, like who suffers more is the question, right? Like who suffers more, right? Is the question. And if they're fighting and taking longer, like we suffer more, right? So is all I'm saying. Right? Neighbors are supposed to work together. No, no, absolutely not, SB. Absolutely not. Right. All I'm saying is, sometimes when leaders come together, like you need to have common sense, and yeah. In the end, the people suffer. Yeah, exactly. Like you see how our dollar, like SP, you see what our dollar is doing, right? Every time I spend Canadian dollars, I'm like, okay, you know what, this kind of sucks, right? Um, and if you're taking longer and fighting more, guess what? That only continues to suffer, right? So like we continue to suffer. So next thing you know, the Canadian dollar is going to be 50 cents to like a US dollar, right? So it's not about like supporting the US. It's about like, okay, like what do they want? Oh, they want 10,000 soldiers at the border. Okay, like give it to them, right? At the end of the day, like that helps everybody out anyways. Like what's that? And then we move on. It's just common sense to some degree. uh Archer. There we go, unhalted for CAPT, guys. 155, 158, looking good. Is it starting to curl? Yeah. 160. Ooh, that thing is cooking. 270% for this one, guys. That thing said, I am the captain now, guys. I am the captain. Does that make sense to SB? Right? Yeah. So it hit a high of 168 and then came back down for now. Spy. Ooh, Spy is going for new highs of the day. Joe, what did we tell you? Get out or get entered? So that was your dip, Joe. Entered. So 168. No, 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 no. Just stuff that makes sense, though, right? SP, stuff that makes sense. Like you go to the table and you have a conversation, right? You know, have a conversation because at the end of the day, right? Um, just have a conversation. And if it doesn't make sense, don't do it, right? Well, you can't just say, okay, they're giving us a 25% tariff. Let's give them a 25% tariff back. Let's fight fire with fire. No, you have a phone call, you have a conversation, and then because yeah, some countries are bigger than other countries, right? Like again, Canada in population, like GDP or whatever, right? Size of California. The US is way bigger, right? So sometimes you have to go have a conversation with the person that's a bigger bully, and say, what do you want? And then hopefully that person is reasonable enough that they listen, and then you guys both win, right? It's just that simple. So there are so many la 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 la. Trevor, I agree. Like there's so many issues. I agree. Yep, for sure. Sorry, guys. I agree with fire with fire. Yeah, you don't want that though, right? You don't want that. You don't want your leaders fighting with because like at the end of the day, then we start to suffer, right? Who's spending the Canadian dollars, SB? We are, right? The dudes fighting fire with fire will never come to your door and say, hey, do you need food today? They're like, nope, we don't care. You want us to fight fire with fire? We're fighting and you're suffering. So at the end of the day, you want peace. It's yep, yep. We want peace. SB, exactly. We don't want to suffer more, please. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to suffer more. So here comes 170 for CAPT. Again, congratulations, guys. Don't forget to pay yourself on the way up, especially if it's going to be stalling at 170 here. Ready? Mm-mm-mm. Exactly, Troy. Exactly. Show us some mercy. Now, if Trump comes back, and he's like, you know what? Now I want something else. I want something else. It's like, okay, like, dude, chill out. Chill out. We gave you this, we gave you that. Like, okay, like, dude, relax. And then, okay, fine. Now we can accept fire with fire. Now we want to see some strength. That's it. But yeah. Exactly, Troy. We give you snow, you give us something. That thing said, screw that 170. I'm gonna break out. Sheesh. That thing really is there goes 305%. If you're still holding a CAPT, type in yes in the chat. 180. If you're still holding CAPT, type in yes in the chat. Uh already. Uh okay. Okay, perfect. $2. It's halted at 179. Maxo, love it. Well done, guys. Yeah. Well done, guys. Again, don't forget to take profits on the way up, or at the very least, keep moving your stop loss. Your stop loss is higher. Can't complain. Absolutely, you can't complain at all, right? It's only 10 cents higher, right? So you cannot complain at all. VLCN, guys, straight to the abyss, right? That thing didn't even consolidate. It just broke below $7 and then just got slapped. But now it's sitting at the 200, so maybe it's going to consolidate up the 200 VLCN, like 580 maybe. Alrighty, make sure that it really consolidates though, and put a tight stop loss. SPY still kind of playing games at the top of the range there. So, and then LITM there, Jeff, still there. Palantir still at 105. So we wait for CAPT then. 135. That's a really good trade. Congratulations. Yeah, 65 cents all the way to $1.65 to $1.35 is not bad, right? Even if you sold too soon, monies. Congratulations. Congratulations. ONCO. ONCO. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna come back on stream for AMD earnings. We're just gonna, be in the options cooking lab, praying, hands together, pray for AMD. They better beat earnings. Otherwise, AMD better cook as much as like NVIDIA did when they reported earnings. They better cook. If not, fight. Remember when like NVIDIA reported earnings and it went from like what, I don't know, 5 to 7? Better do that. Better go to like 130 or something. At least. Uh Injured la 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 la. Yeah. Yup. Trevor, there's always issues all over the place. You just have to. It's less stress, absolutely, virus, absolutely. And it's especially within AMD being green today, right? You can always scale out a little bit if you need to. Oh, that's why. That's why. Mm. Mm. Come on, give us the on halt already here. GCTK is still just sitting at the bottom there, so that 140 is still acting as support. Nothing's really changed there. And again, Jeff, 82 cents still needs to be broken. Bitcoin with a bit of a pop, pushing back for 100K. And the S&P is still just sitting there. And again, you can see VLCN still holding that 200 EMA at 580, right? $5.80, and CAPT still halted. Okay, what else do we have? Damn, HIMS is cooking. HIMS has been cooking. Sheesh. HIMS and HIMS. Let me pull up HIMS actually. HIMS and HARS. Yep. Slow and steady. EQT. EQT. For some reason, it seems to be stalling at. Oh yeah, seems to be stalling at 52 every single day, huh? Yeah, that thing seems to have way more resistance than you wanted to. What does the 4 hour look like? Yeah, like it has resistance at 52.50 ish here. I'm just gonna put it at 52.50, right? Right there, and then you have obviously have the top of the range as well, anywhere like up there, right? 54. Let's just call it 54. And then support is all the way down in the abyss, right? CAPT unhalted, guys. Yeah, unhalted. So again, remember to pay yourself on the way up. At the very least, put a stop loss, right? Hopefully it stays above the 90 EMA. If not, then just $1.50 and then goes back to $1.80. These first halt candles are usually very volatile. So let's see what happens before that candle closes. Again, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us, click the link right there from Nightbot and become a legend member or a gold member. Come join us in Discord. Alrighty? Come join us. Okay, what else? 41 demand. Okay. There goes the S&P. New highs of the day, Joe. So that's looking better. And there goes LITM again, Jeff. 1 penny away. Is it halted down? No, it's not. No, 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 no. Okay. So again, take profits on the way up already. At the very least, if you put your stop loss below that hot price, it would have hit all the way right around $1.80, right? And then boom skis 155. So you guys are kind of seeing that halt strategy come into play, right? And guess what? It's halted down, right? So yup. So again, make sure your stop loss when a stock is halted like that, you want to make sure your stop loss is at a good spot. So let's see. Abu Dhabi's 330 billion sovereign wealth fund has said no one appreciates the level of disruption that AI is about to unleash. Interesting. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Is it? Yeah, it needs to break above 450. So yeah, that thing is halted. The halt. If GCTK didn't have all of this supply here, this might have been a good, of $1.40, but there's so much resistance there. But it is finding a good bottom though. To 180, Maxo. Well done. Give me a high five. Let's go. Good exit, by the way. 85 cents to $1.80 is pretty sweet. So congratulations. Yeah, and it's a really good exit too, right? Was it a stop loss exit or did you just decide to sell it? Today. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, AMD virus. Yeah, tonight. Well, later today. Much love, Iris. Alrighty. Catch you later. See you in Discord. How many fingers humans have? uh, maybe even a dog required. Yeah. Yep. That 82 was a tough spot though, Jeff. Resistance. Stop loss, Maxo. Okay, perfect. I like it a lot. Good job. Good job. Can you go back to 170? What's your current entry price for 16? What did you get in at? You had got in at 170. You got in at 170. Please, Lord. Please. Please. Husa. Okay, good. Is it going to go back to 170? I think so. I hope so. But at that point, you don't have a stop loss, right? So it might even decide to come back to retest this breakout at 140 before it goes back up. So, right, stocks usually don't just die, right? They usually try and go back up. So you might have a chance. But at that point, that's hope, right? Why 170? Because some people just like violence, you know? Anyways, right? This talk has been posted all day today in Discords, on stream, blah blah. So this entire time, right? This entire time, all day today, you waited for like 10 cents from the top before you jumped in. Like this entire time, there was a breakout right there, which was nice, slow and steady. There was another breakout right there. There was a dip, right? And then you decided to buy 170. This entire time, up 300%. You waited for 300% and you're like, you know what? 300% might as well be 1,000, right? So again, this entire time, right? Let me search up CAPT in Discord, right? Let's search it up. Uh, let's search it up. Let's search it up. Yeah. So Mac initially posted CAPT. Actually, no. Yeah. It was posted this morning in Discord at 9:42, right? So 9:42 is that's the first time this was posted in Discord, right? 9:42. When's 9:42 a.m., guys? When's 9:42? Lord have mercy. 9:42 is right there as it was starting to go boom skis. Right there is when it was posted in Discord. Right there, right there. So from 52 cents all the way to $1.80, right? Like I said, it's very rare that a stock like this that's this strong just dies. It usually tries and goes back up, so it's trying to. You're only down 7 cents, right? So you're only down 6 cents. So make sure you make a decision, right? You're not in a horrible position at the very least. But again, like not joining in Discord is costing you more monies than just sitting and watching on YouTube's, right? Come join us in Discord, right? Come join us. La 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 la. Stuck now? Okay. There you go. Yeah, you're not in a horrible position. Alex, on a breakout, yeah, breakouts are fine, right? When you dip and breakout, that's fine. That's a different entry, right? That's a good entry. When you're just randomly buying at highs, then you're just asking for trouble because it might come back for a retest, right? So for example, like again, like buying this thing at this price right here is asking for violence, right? On the dip though, consolidation curl, not bad. On the breakout, not bad, right? But when you're just randomly buying at highs, you're asking for some trouble. So yeah, anyways, let's see. Oh, no, 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 no. Also mentioned many times up. Exactly, Jacob. Exactly. Exactly. So no, again, it doesn't look like it's garbage at the very least, right? So at the end of the day, you should be okay. Just make sure you put a stop loss. It's closing below the 9 EMA, so it's giving some warning signs here now. Alrighty. So this candle needs to reclaim the 9 EMA, otherwise you're going to see some violence. So there you go, 6 cents again. There you go. You're only down 3 cents, right? There you go, 2 cents. So if you were panicking, there you go, 1 penny. There you go, back break even. There you go, green, right? So there you go. So again, it's very rare that a stock that's this strong just crashes and dies, right? There's usually at the very least a pushback, to resistance, and then it becomes a problem though if it doesn't make a brand new high and then it starts creating lower highs and lower lows, then people start panicking. Alrighty, but there you go, 416, 173, 174. Yeah. Do 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 do. Spy, brand new highs of the day. No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. LITM, Jeff. My goodness, that thing is stuck at 80 cents. My goodness, is it stuck? Apple looks good. Looks good, Apple. mm, 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 mm. Hmm. There you go. Just know that you got lucky on that plane. But that's what happens when you buy a stock that's trending up, right? That's what happens when you buy a strong momentum stock. Is even when you're wrong, you can get saved, right? So there you go. There's your chance for 16. Come join us in Discord. There it goes back to 480, right? So that looks like it was just a retest and then boom skis, right? Your entry was not amazing, but you got saved. 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 So $1.80 is still your resistance, though. Nothing's changed. 180, still resistance. Do, 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 do. Okay. Do, 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 do. QNRX. Yeah, it goes 180. Can it actually close above 180 this time? Uh, what time is the ZAP call? ZAP has a call today. WayJ 178. What's 178? Maybe no, maybe like from the earlier scalps, Luna, like all together. There you go, spy. Joe, are you still trading features? Oh, you're kind of done for the day. You made your daily goal. Give us 602, spy. Give us 602. Hmm. Interesting. Yep, spy looks good. Yeah, CAPT is still failing at that 180, so resistance, right? Double tops. Just be careful there. Yeah, Jeff, you might need to sacrifice, a few chickens here. Because if that thing breaks out, I think the volume is going to come in and it's going to cook. But will it though? Will it? Mm. Jeff, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Sounds good, Jeff. Yeah, I think a gold membership. If you're struggling, a gold membership is right. Like coming up with the strategy is very, very, very important. Um, yeah. If not, Jeff, again, spend some time over the weekend, right? Go back and watch some of the videos we've done, right? Um, just go back and spend some time watching the last few classes, right? And then go from there. You know, Spy is about 602 now, so that's good. So that is good. Here we go. EVAX. There goes 180 again. Maybe this time it's going to break out. Maybe this time. Close above 180 and then send it for $2. It looks like it really wants to. There's 45 seconds left on that candle. 45 seconds. Uh, What are some of the benefits of a gold membership? So the most important one is that you and I get to have a one-on-one. You and I sit down and say, okay, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you struggling with, and how can we fix that? Right. Um, Again, just that one-on-one conversation, and we try and come up with the strategy. You also get like a free trial to the algo, but most importantly, though, it's like you and I sitting down and coming up with the strategy. Right. Like, okay, like, what are you doing? What are you trying to do? Like, what's your goal here? Right. And can we look for ways to accomplish that, right? Like, whether it's a strategy based on like just day trades or swing plays or options, anything like that, right? And then we just continue to work. Like, okay, this didn't work last time, let's do this instead, right? This strategy isn't working, okay, let's find ways to improve it, right? Oh, you took a position right here, next time take a position here instead, right? Stuff like that, right? So you're not just showing up in the morning and saying, oh, like, what am I look like, what's the plan here, like, what am I looking at for an entry? I don't know what to look for when it comes to an entry. Like, we will work on that. So when you look at a stock, you're like, okay, this is what I need to see before I get into a position, right? uh let's go, Tony. Absolutely. Let's go, Josh. Let's go. Not breaking out. Yeah, still that 190, 180. Yeah, especially if you're up that much, 416, then maybe just, maybe call it a day, right? Let's go, Troy. No, 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 no. In the backyard? No, no cookie sharing. No cookie sharing. Alex? Is it like Alexi? Or is it just Alex? Yep, it's holding that 180 for now. So just push for $2 already. Let load your moon buggy. Hopefully you're in a position already though, and you're not loading your entire position above 180. Yeah, just Alex. Okay. Yeah. What's your entry price on this one? Yeah, no. Sometimes I see you guys take entries. Like, I will see someone in the chat say, "Oh my goodness, I just took an entry," or like, "I'm red in this position," and then I'm like, you know what? Like, this is the first thing we talk about on a gold membership, on a one-on-one, right? Don't take positions like this, and then you get in a position, and then all of a sudden you're down $500, $1,000. I'm like, well, like, a gold membership would have saved you that, so that's the cost of investing in yourself, right? Sometimes you just lose the money in the market instead, because you don't know any better, right? uh, so anyways, Josh, when BTC new all-time highs? 1 week, Josh. New all-time highs. That 180 is a magnet, isn't it? Before the run today, Alex, well done. Congratulations. Yeah. It's nice when you're in a stock and it runs through 300%, isn't it? You can just sit back and relax. So this to me is just a retest of 180, because that was the breakout. So if as long as it stays above 180, it's completely okay. As long as it stays above 180, it's completely okay. Alrighty. So again, I mean, it's up 300%. In the back of your mind, you should have, plans of exiting or stop losses and blah 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 already, anyways, right? A dojo? Why do you call it a dojo? Why is it called a dojo? uh, Whereas, what the hell is that? A doji? A dojo? A dojo. Oh, autocorrect. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Come on. Yeah. Two, 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 two. 180 retest. Can we get a curl? SPY, you guys are getting some SPY puts. 602. Okay. So as long as it stays below it. Yeah, that's a good idea, Luna. It's a good idea. Again, CAPT is still fine as long as it stays above that 180, right? So it's basically using that resistance for the breakout as support, and there it goes, right? So now you can kind of see that it's stalling below $2. And I guess they're selling again at $2. That's a pretty nasty wick candle. All the way to 190, all the way back to 180 again, right? So let's see. These candles need to keep closing. At the end of the day, they need to keep closing above the close of the candles, they need to keep closing above the 180. If not, they're gonna slap it. So no 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 no. Okay. It's fighting. My goodness. What are you gonna do? Again, it's up 300%, right? So you shouldn't have stop losses in this. EVAX. Goldman Sachs is ruling out a what? Yeah. So that's a brand new candle, by the way. So that new candle has about 46 seconds left on it. Is ruling out to its bankers, traders, and program. Okay. 180. Yep. Yep. There you go. And there goes a slap, right? Below 180, they slap it. Yeah. The good thing about this stock though is like these drops are not like super crazy, right? Like the 10 cents, 169, 170 from 180, right? 10 cents. And they halted it down. So halted the damn thing down. CRM, some puts on CRM, strike 33307, come down to that price. Let's take a look. Oh, Jeff, yo, I break even now. Ooh, LITM, Jeff. Jeff is break even. Hi, Queen. CRM, Salesforce. So 332 for the 7th of this month. Ooh. 332. I think the only way we get there is if they slap the markets. Right? The only way you get there is if they slap the markets. And once if it's not getting slapped by tomorrow and Thursday, then you're gonna be fine. And at some point, honestly, if it keeps pumping like this and those puts are almost at zero anyways, then you can just rebuy them if you need to, right? But I think this is perfect. I think you should be fine, right? Yesterday's low was 33150, so and then today's low is 338. So it would have been nice to do those puts yesterday. You're getting paid $1,000 for that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, very nice, isn't it, Jericho? Covered calls are amazing. Amazing extra monies, right? Welcome. Yeah, so that's halted down in LITM. Where's Jeff? Jeff is busy. Yeah, Jeff is busy already counting the monies. Yeah, if you were stressed about that, Jeff, then 83. Do you do cover calls yourself? You do, Tony, yeah. Yeah, you have to, if you're going to do cover calls, you have to own at least 100 shares of that specific stock you're doing. You're basically becoming a market maker at that point, right? So you're saying, I have 100 shares. Oh, 330 Jericho, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Um, yeah. So so you're basically saying, okay, you know what? I have 100 shares of Nvidia, right? And I want to write some options. Every time you buy an option, you're basically buying it from somebody. So you're becoming a market maker in a sense, right? So yeah. So you have to own at least 100 shares of of that specific stock before you can do the covered calls. So your next resistance is the VWAP there, Jeff, right below. Yeah. No, 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 no. Take a change. Already high risk stock, by the way. No advice. Yeah. What do you think? So Palantir owns. I saw that this morning when it was posted. Palantir owns like 10% of FFIE, which is very interesting. That might be another little catalyst, Alex, which is a good thing, right? FFIE was already showing some signs of life this morning. Some signs of life. It's still sitting at the bottom, right? As long as it stays above $1.20, I think you're fine. Ready? Stay above $1.20, you're fine. Below that, your next support is $1. So, why are they changing the ticker symbol though? Hmm. Yeah, I think the risk is lower just because yeah, just because it's again closer to a technical bottom, right? So um, you think about like the last run, it came all the way back down closer to the bottom than it is the top. So um, yeah. Uh, you're making money always. You can't exactly, Tony, right? So the reason why people love covered calls is you usually do covered calls on positions that you're not willing to sell, right? So let's say you're holding Nvidia, right? You only do covered calls on, for the most part, positions that you don't want to sell. You can do other things, but um, right? You're in a position, you're holding Nvidia, you own 100 shares, 200 shares, Nvidia, Apple. Like these are long-term investments, right? You never want to sell these positions, right? And then all of a sudden the stock is cooking and it's cooking and it's cooking and it's cooking. You're like, damn, I know the stock is going to crash at some point, right? Like just like Nvidia, right? You're like, I know Nvidia is going to crash at some point, right? If it goes down, I'm going to lose some of my gains, but I don't want to sell the stock though because it's a long-term investment. So how can I benefit if the stock crashes? Well, you do the covered calls, right? You want again. There's a bit more to covered calls though, because if you do the wrong strike price, you're writing an option. They can take those shares away from you. So there's a bit of science that goes into it, so you don't get your shares taken away from you. But yeah, anyways, CAPT is unhalted, and then uh, 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 na, 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 na. There you go. Anyways, we're gonna hop off in 5 minutes or so, guys. So let me know if you have any last questions, and we will go back to Discord in around 5 minutes. Alrighty. So make sure if you have any last questions you are asking, um, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you're not a member yet, smash a like, and then click the link at the bottom of the chat and come join us in Discord. My dividend payouts for gamble stocks. You use your dividends for you do that? Okay, that's cool. I like it. Initially wanted to be a FFAI. Oh, and now available in the vehicle company funded. Oh, TM, thank you. Oh, FFAI. Hmm. Huh. That's cool. That's a cool name for sure, though. Cool name. Your next support is 155, 150 to 155. Thank you. Yeah, TM, thank you. Oh, I can't believe this. To watch my stock trades, I told him my so it's helpful this way, Jeff. Yeah, that's okay. Teamwork. Teamwork. No, 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 no. Perfect. Um, there it goes, slappity slappity, right? If a stock is not consolidating, even if it's testing support, it doesn't matter. Does not matter one bit, right? So, and is it halted down though? Like at 149? Yeah, it's halted down. So yeah, if a stock is dropping like that, don't catch a knife, right? Don't catch a falling knife just because it's support. Doesn't matter. Those lines are there as suggestions, but you also have to make sure that it's consolidating or at least curling. Alrighty. If they're not, then garbage. Jeff. Let's see. Let's see. So 125 calls, March 21st. Those are the ones you're getting, Dan. Okay. Yeah, I did the full YOLO, for Friday. 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 Another minute or so, guys. Again, so yeah, let me know if you have any last questions, and then we will continue in Discord. Alrighty. There you go. I like it, Jacob. I like it a lot. Thank you very much again for inviting a friend, Jacob. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Thank you. Yeah, invite your friends, guys. Ask your friends to come join us so we can cook together. Cook together. New record high for gold. My goodness. Yeah, silver is always, it's been 5 years now since we've been asking when is silver gonna follow? When silver? When? 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 Yeah, eventually. Eventually. Oh, there goes LITM, Jeff. Well done. I mean, your entry could have been better, but at least now it's pushing up for you though. Ready? So good job. Try not to hold the bag again, please. If this thing finds its way to 73 cents and you're still in there, I'm gonna tell your project manager, to fire you so you can focus on work. AZTR. How about at real gold? Okay. Alrighty, all. We're gonna leave it here for the day. Jeff. uh, we're gonna leave it here for the day, guys. Much love, all. Be safe. We will continue NZD squads already, already, and let's make more monies, please. More monies. Cool, cool, cool. Bye, guys. Ryan, good job. Well done. Uh, thank you, Jericho. Have a good rest of the day. Liberty? Ah, let's go, Jeff. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Luna. See you in Discord. Eric, see you later. Alrighty. Daddy Day Trades, thank you. Yeah, seriously, Jeff, that's amazing. That's amazing. That helps you a lot, a lot, a lot. You know? Alrighty, all. Bye, guys.